Hey, how are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, happy Wednesday. Happy 10/10. Did you know today is 10/10? Yep, it is. So, I posted earlier today about text parties, and I want to talk about them because I feel like those of you who have been doing Facebook parties, and I'm going live right now from my computer, so I can't see who is here watching. So if you're watching, say hi so that I can see you and talk to you and recognize you because it's not showing me. Anyways, text parties I feel like is where it's at because those of you who have been doing Facebook parties, you know that Facebook parties are they're becoming kind of like a dinosaur. When I was first a consultant, almost 6 years ago, Facebook parties were kind of where it's at, and now Facebook parties are just annoying, for some people. If you do them right, they're not. There's a right way and a wrong way. We can talk about how to do Facebook parties later. Hey, Trinity. Hey, girl. Hey. But I feel like texting in this moment, in this month, in October of 2018, I feel like text parties is where it's at because everybody gets text messages, everybody has a phone, and everybody's on their phone all the time. So not everybody's on Facebook all the time. A lot of people ignore their Facebook notifications, but it's really hard to ignore a quick hey girl text from a friend. And that's what text parties are all about. And so I wanted to tie that idea. Hey Nicole, I wanted to tie the idea of, I'm seeing people now, the idea of host coaching with text parties because that's basically what a text party is. It's basically host coaching. So the concept of a text party is you have a friend, a hostess, right? And you say, hey, I'm going to give you a script for you to tweak if you like, and text to 10 of your friends that love smelly good things. And she's going to say, okay, right? And you're like, you don't have to clean your house. I can give you the samples if people want to smell them. Perfect, right? And so the script that you send her, right? If you want to even send a script, you don't have to, right? She's perfectly capable of coming up with a script on her own. You don't have to overcomplicate it, right? But you can say things like, hey, Shelby. You can say things like, hey, I'm about to submit an order to my favorite Scentsy person for some new fall scents. My favorite scents are apple and cinnamon sticks and pumpkin cinnamon swirl. Can I include anything for you, right? Something like that. You can literally create a script and text it to the hostess, have her text it to 10 friends, and then her challenge is to get at least 6 or 7 of her friends to buy it, right? To buy at least a 6-pack. Because if 6 or 7 of her friends buy at least a 6-pack, then they have a party order, and then the hostess can get something. And that's without having to do any hostess packets. That's without having to go to someone's house, having to follow up and make sure that your bag of samples doesn't get ruined or whatever. You can give them a bag of samples. Hey, do you want to do a text party? In the meantime, I can give you this bag, right? And that's part of the discussion that you have with the hostess. But I think text parties are an ingenious way because after that initial text, right? So you text the hostess, this is the script. You give the script to the hostess. She does it. Then what is your job as the consultant? Your job is to follow up with the hostess. Check in 1, 2, 3 days later. It's the same exact process you're going to do if that hostess was having a basket party, a Facebook party, or a home party. You check in with them. How's it going? Have you collected any orders? Right? If it's a home party, then maybe have you collected any pre-orders? Right? Do you need any new order forms? What scent are people liking the best? Right? So with the text party, you're going to say something like, hey, have you sent your text messages? Did you get a response? Right? And she might say, I sent my text messages, but I haven't heard back yet. And they say, okay. And then you come up with something else. Maybe give her an image to send. Text this. Right? Text this image. Text this picture. This is my favorite warmer. Do you need to give a gift this season, right? You can use the gift giving thing, right? Because it's that time of year. So there's lots of ways you can spin a text party. And a text party is literally you coaching the host to text her friends to get orders, right? So it's only as good as the hostess, which, let's be honest, right? All parties are only as good as the hostess, right? The reason the party sucks, the reason you don't get any sales at a party isn't because of you. It's because the hostess wasn't doing anything. So with that said, I had to check to make sure I was in the right page when I said that because I don't want to, whoops, I'm live on my personal page. That's happened before. So I'm in the right spot. But anyways, so doing a text party is basically host coaching. You coach your host if you're doing a home party or a basket party or a Facebook party because you want them to talk to their friends. You want them to get their friends to order. You want them to get their friends to come to the party. You want your host to share her favorite things. And that's exactly what a text party is. She's sharing those same things just through a text message. You can enhance a text party by giving her a bag party, right? You're not going to call it a bag party. You're still going to call it a text party. Why overcomplicate it, right? The simpler you keep it, the easier it is for your hostess, right? And the easier it is for you. Hey, girl, I mean, I just mailed out today for a text party next week. She said she was too busy this week. I'm like, that's fine. Can I mail you some samples in the meantime? I went through my bag of old winter testers from last year. I found 5 of them. I put them in a bag, $2 shipping, boom. I'm going to mail you some samples. Now at least she has something to smell. She has something to talk about when she texts people. Hey, I really love, you know, Amber Hollow. Ooh, I don't love Amber Hollow. That was a bad example. I really love butter pecan, right? Whatever. Like that's what I'm talking about. So how does this idea, I see a couple of you guys still watching, how does this idea of a text party sound to you? Does this sound like something you can do? Or does this sound like something you're not sure of? Or do you have questions about doing a text party? It's literally host coaching. Your text party and host coaching, it's the same thing. What are your questions that you have about it? Can you do this? And will you do it? That's really the question, right? Wednesdays are my crazy days. I teach until 7:30 on Wednesdays. But I love Wednesdays because I get to talk to you guys. So I always, it's weird though doing this on Facebook Live because there's like a delay for you guys. So like I asked a question a little bit ago and kind of have to wait to see if anyone's going to respond. So if you're watching, respond. Are you going to do a text party? And what questions do you have about doing a text party? Is this something you feel like you could actually accomplish, something you can actually implement in your business? Can you do a text party? The answer should be yes. And if the answer is not yes, then why? Why wouldn't you consider doing a text party? Because literally, it's a text message between you and a host, and she's sending it out. It's the simplest idea ever. So the graphic that I posted earlier today just kind of breaks down kind of the benefits of doing a text party, something that you would share with the hostess to kind of get her interested in doing a text party. So it really is that straightforward. The only thing different that I would do in terms of host coaching with a home party or a bag party would be good, Shelby. Awesome. I think that you will be great at it because you've been great at everything that you've tried out already. So I have full confidence. Report back. The only thing that I would say that's probably different between a text party and a bag party slash like home party, like a more personalized party, is the variety. So when you're doing a text party, you're trying to just keep it simple and just going for the 6-pack, right? $30 here, $30 there, $30 there. So whereas with a basket party or home party, you're trying to coach your host to get people to buy warmers and wax. So it's a higher price point with basket parties and home parties and usually Facebook parties. So you'll need more people to purchase from a text party than you would a home party or basket party to reach that $200 threshold. But there's a workaround, right? Because what if you went on hear me out, what if you went on a text party booking blitz, where instead of you just trying to book one text party, you're trying to book an even number. So like 4 or 6 text parties, right? 2, 4, or 6, because then you can group them, right? And you can split the host rewards. So if you have 2 people that only reach 100 PRV and orders, then you can give one person a half off and one person the free host credit, right? You can divide it up that way. That way your host is still getting something from it. So I suggest trying to book these text parties kind of in bulk like that, and running them at the same time, because that way you can. Because like I said, with a text party, it's less personal. It's strictly dependent on the hostess actually texting, and you're going for that $30 order instead of like a warmer. Now, will people order warmers and diffusers and whatever else from a text party? Absolutely. But the chances are less just because it's a quick text message from a friend, right? Imagine you receiving a text message from your friend, right? Imagine that you and your friend love wine, right? Whatever you and your friend love. Hey girl, I'm gonna buy a bulk order of wine, this weekend. Do you want to buy a bottle with me? Right? Like that's kind of the thought that I want you to have in your head when you're thinking about how this text message would come across. Yeah, I agree with you, Nicole. So you're saying it might be good for a stranger host, like someone that you don't know, someone that you might not be as comfortable with. So here's the thing. Honestly, I love stranger hosts. I love it when I go to a house and I don't even know who the person is, because that is 100% potential right there. You don't know what you're walking into, so it's totally scary. And I've been there. I've been to every disappointment of a home party you can have. One of the parties I went to, she literally had Walmart warmers all over her house, and it stunk. It was really bad. I get it, the stranger thing, right? But the cool thing is that I was then able to show them how much better Scentsy was, and convert all of the people that were there into Scentsy warming people instead of Walmart warming people. And so it was a great way to meet new people. But I do get how doing a text party would be a lot more comfortable than just showing up at someone's house and you're like, oh, hi, you're my hostess. I don't even recognize you, because I've been there where you're like, if I pass this person on the street, I probably wouldn't recognize them. But that's okay, right? That's why we do this business, to meet new people, expand our circle, right? Push our comfort zone, grow personally, right? All of those things. So I love that you guys are here and listening. So literally, the text party is host coaching. I can't even say that enough. It's literally what it breaks down to. Let's talk about other awesomeness that's going on. We have a couple people really rocking the sales this month. I'm flipping over to my workstation to give some live shout outs, because I sent out the email newsletter today to everybody, and I posted it in our group page. But there's a couple people that are really rocking the sales. Shelby, yeah, girl. Teresa, who's not watching, I don't think, but she's rocking the sales. Mindy Moore, Jody Leftwich, Katie Coker, Nicole Woods. You guys are seriously killing it this month already. I gotta find there's my Facebook. Killing it this month already. I'm super excited for you, because that just means that much bigger of a paycheck for you in November, on November 10th, which seems like, how are we almost set to November? That's like freaky. Anyways, guys, I don't want to go live for too long. I just wanted to share the excitement that I have for text parties, because I feel like this is the thing, right? Like Facebook parties, I'm in 2 Facebook parties right now for products that I've never heard of before. And frankly, like, I'm not interested in them, but the consultant just keeps posting and posting and posting. And it's like, post number 1, post number 2. And I can tell that they're using like Hootsuite or one of those things, because it's like on a time thing and it's all generic. And it just seems like super like 4 years ago, you know what I mean? Whereas doing something innovative, like just sending a simple text message, can really get people hooked and say, a quick text message. Yes, give me that bottle of wine, right? Easy peasy, right? You have to work with the hostess to get the customer's information, right? So you're going to say, okay, I need the name. And so what I've been doing is just name and number, right? Because then I can put them in my workstation and I have their number, so I can contact them through Maven, because follow-up is key. So these people are going to text the hostess back, order, And then the hostess is just going to say, yeah, Jamie wants this, Nicole wants this, Shelby wants this. So then it's your job as the consultant to say, okay, well, I need a contact number for these people so that I can reach them just in case, right? And so, just make sure you're getting people's contact information that we can follow up, right? Because you always want to be able to follow up with people. It's awful when you do a bag party and you get back like Mom, Aunt Cindy, or whatever. You're like, how am I supposed to meet up with this person or follow up with this person? So anyways, it's all about the host coaching. Okay, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Natalie just joined us. Hey, girl. Hope you have an awesome night, an awesome rest of your week. Tomorrow's my Friday, so I love Thursdays. I'll be around most of the day tomorrow also, and then all day on Friday, and actually all this weekend. Hey, I'll just be around. I'm not doing anything. Just kidding. Always doing something, but I will be around if you guys want to chat, if you want to hang out, meet up, whatever. I'm totally here for you, and I've been live for almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to go now so that people watching the replay aren't like, okay, bye, guys. Have a good one. See ya.